What's up, Triple Coverage fam? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Triple Coverage. I'm your host today, Lonnie Harris, also known as Lano. I'm along with my co-host Dale and Dre. How y'all doing today?
Doing good, bro.
I'm good, man. Talk some
Good,
sports.
good to hear it. Eventful day, eventful week in sports. Just this past week, having that game in MSG World Cup stuff coming up, some different signings in the NFL. Um, just big news going on all over the place. So, without further ado, but before we get into it, hold on. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Triple Coverage, share it. Make sure to tell a friend, that Triple Coverage is back in. Um, we here and we're doing it. But without further ado, we're gonna get into our first topic of the day, um, which is no home team wins. Game 3 at MSG marked the first NBA Finals game played in the Garden since 1999, but the Knicks couldn't capitalize. The Spurs stole one on the road behind a dominant performance from Wembanyama, key contributions from his supporting cast, giving the San Antonio Spurs evening up the series with the San Antonio Spurs and the Knicks. I mean, not evening it up, giving them a one-game advantage um, in the series, with the series now being 2-1. With the Knicks leading the series. So, do you think the Spurs have what it takes to even up the series in Game 4 and push the matchup back to San Antonio tied up? And will the energy in MSG stay electric despite Monday's home loss?
Trey, you want to start it off?
Yeah, I can start it off.
Yeah, go ahead.
And you know me, man. Before the series started, man, I had the Spurs 4-2. I had the Spurs in 6, man. We saw this happen before, man. We saw Giannis come back down 0-2 against the Phoenix Suns. So I'm not saying Wemby there yet, but it's a possibility that San Antonio can come back and win this series, win the next three. So I'm still sticking with my story. So Spurs is 6, baby. But as far as the the electricity and how live it was in MSG yesterday, yeah, man. Like I was texting y'all yesterday, man. I had the surround sound going yesterday, man, and I felt like I was in MSG yesterday. I swear to God, I feel like that's how live it was, and honestly, it made me like, yeah, I for sure got to get to a damn game in MSG for sure. So it was definitely lit, bro. They was like the stand get in tickets, entry tickets was like 4,000. So like,
We know why that was for, though. Let's go
yeah,
on.
man. But still though, like 4 racks though to sit in the nosebleeds. Come on, bro. That is, ain't. I'm sorry, I can't do it. But I will say that New York Knicks fans. This is one of the reasons why New York Knicks fans get a lot of hate by sports in general because they lost yesterday and they were outside MSG fighting Spurs fans, man. So, like, come on, bro. Like, I know we see it happen a lot, but it's two fan bases that we happen to see it often: the Dallas Cowboys and the damn New York Knicks. We see it often, and this is why I'm rooting. I'm a Miami Heat fan, so I'm hoping that San Antonio pulls this off because that's the last team that I want to see win a championship because their fans, New York Knicks fans, oh my, yeah, they up there with Dallas Cowboy fans, the delusion and everything like that. So I mean, I'm glad that the buzz is back in MSG, New York sports and everything like that. But yeah, I can't. After last night, seeing them boys walk up on that Spurs fan like that, man, and he was by himself. Come on, man, come on, we gotta chill out, man. But all in all, I do think the Spurs will come back and win. Come back and I think we're gonna go back to San Antonio tie 2-2. So yeah.
I'm, obviously, I'm disagreeing with Dre right here, right? But we're going to agree on one thing. MSG was electric. It was a time to be had. I ain't gonna lie, my wife was even watching glued to the screen, like, who gonna pop up? Ben still looking ripped. Spike Lee acting a fool. Don't know what he doing. Who else in there? Donald Trump. He
AZ,
looked like, and they was arguing about this even on Breakfast Club. Why Donald Trump coming? I was talking about this with Lonnie earlier today. I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I can understand what y'all saying with it being a president, how small it is. You know how crowded New York get all that other stuff. I don't care. I was courtside when they was but 2 win spike. I'm there. I would have told. I told Lonnie if I was president, they would have been like, yeah, boy, we not doing that.
He showed up to UFC events.
Secret Service, y'all chilling. I'm with my guys. I'm in there like this. They gonna be like, yeah, the president. This is how you want to win the people. I would have been like, yeah, I'm in there with them tonight like this. We rocking for the Knicks, just like that. Obviously, it's not gonna happen, but
he wasn't courtside, but he was in the suite.
He had the little plexiglass as well too, so they made sure he was taken care of to the best of the ability. But
ain't nobody touching that man.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody touching that man.
Hey, nobody touching them.
But they want to.
But they try. It's not like that. Like it's not happening.
For
sure. But the reason why I disagree with Dre on it being tied, going back to San Antonio, I get it. I for the prediction, right? Still gotta have them in 6. That's what you're still gonna live up to. I think realistically, in your mind, that you're hoping like Spurs in 7 now for sure. Because the Knicks started off tough. They started off tough. They getting one more. If you don't think they getting one in Madison Square Garden, I think that's where we're gonna have a back and forth on. Not gonna lie. Reason why. With how they're playing right now, how electric they are. I mean, even with yesterday being somewhat of an off night as well, too, the Spurs had to come out on fire like that, and they came out on fire hot. Still only lost by 4. Still came into the crunch time at the end of the game. And I feel for a Knicks team, especially with how it's set up with the Spurs being the favorite as well, too, you had in your head, they probably get this one. But we're going to make it very tough. And you're going to come back on Wednesday, and it's going to be the same. And guess what? The president is not going to be there. Guess what? We are outside and in, and it's rocking you here and there from there. Wemby, you did a good job by handling the pressure, though. Because we could have said how nervous you were the first 2 games, but for you we always talked about it. Villas are made about it in Square Garden. He came in and said, I'm taking one, though, from y'all. I'm getting y'all on this one. I think with how Cat has been the X factor in this matchup. And y'all made fun of him about it. Y'all talked about how sweet he is, how soft he is, all this other stuff. He's been banging and going at it. He's been fighting. And then he's been taking advantage of the minutes when Wemby has been on the bench as well, too. And that's where the strategy of Mike Brown and the Knicks is coming into play, and the experience that they have in playing, well, the coaches. And then you have vet players. But overall, that's where they're more experienced than the Spurs as of right now. I love Castle. He had a good game. He was obsolete the first 2 games. And he ended up getting in, I believe, in the 20 to 30 plus range in this matchup. He stepped up in this game. I feel like he was the reason why they were able to go ahead and take and go for it, because when he's playing at a high level, that they're more than likely percentages as such with anyone, when everyone's playing at a high level, you're gonna win. The Knicks been doing it as a unit, though. Game 2, you had literally the stat line was 21, 20, 20, 20, 18 from your bench player from our guy, the Missouri guy, the Park Hill guy, L'Jarius Sneed. I'm just saying. It's there. I feel like they can go as deep as the Spurs, and they're proving it within this game, within this series as well. They're coming out there now. We have the same energy. They're going to come out with the same energy in Game 4. I think the Spurs will as well too. I mean, I think the Knicks will as well too. But I don't think they're going to miss as many shots in this one. I think they're going to, just make just as many. And when it came into those moments, who was going to make the mistake? Twice, the Spurs proved it. Honestly, in Game 3, Spurs came out. They pretty much kept the lead from a while. Still fought, got to those final minutes, but they kept the lead throughout. They maintained, they held it this time. Will another mistake happen? I don't know. But the Knicks know if they get it to 3-1, a lot of teams haven't came back from 3-1. You have your Cavs.
I'm about to say Bron sure did it.
He did it. How many times has it happened? That don't mean that the percentages is in their favor.
we in different times, man. That's why it's not going 3-1.
Never say never.
It ain't going 3-1.
You can never say never. Because the Pistons came back 3-1 within this playoffs at all. They did. I think against the looked like they first play. The first
Magic,
who they played
the
against.
Magic.
Magic. It was nothing. They came back from it, so it is what it is. But
the Magic came back on them and beat them. The Magic, I think the Magic came back and beat. No, they did come back and beat the Magic.
Yeah, because they went to the second round. So I think I think they can get it. This is just me because right now my prediction is going in my favor. That's it. So I'm holding on to it. It's gonna be a good battle. Y'all thought they was gonna walk over them. Obviously, it didn't happen. I think when you put it out there, it's not happening right now. They're playing at a high level.
The games ain't been that bad though, man.
They've been fun. It hasn't been blowouts or anything like that. But you had the blow in the first two games where they took the home. That's why this title is no home team wins.
In fact,
the Knicks get a home win. They're definitely in the 90% range.
Yeah,
they're winning it. They did everything they needed to do.
And
that's all I had to say on that.
And I think that too. I think the first home team that wins, they'll take control of the series, just because it hasn't been one yet. And we know that's the game that you're gonna have to win in order to kind of. That's usually the easiest game to win of the series too when you're playing at home. I will say the energy in MSG was palpable. I mean, Charles Barkley and Kenny the Jet and Shaq talked about it when they ran out of the tunnel. You could feel it. Like when us other NBA players that have played in games of that magnitude saying that they're getting goosebumps from sitting in an arena. You can only imagine what that adrenaline is like as a player. Coming from a team that waited 50 years to make it back to the playoffs and to an AFC championship game and just going and experiencing that feeling for the first time again ever, just knowing that you have a shot to go play in one of the biggest games ever. It's just like, it's a crazy feeling. It reinvigorates the city. You start to see sold out grocery stores. The grocery stores are empty when it hits game time. Like it just gets different. The feeling around town, it's just different. So to see New York, one of the sports meccas, with that same feeling was just tremendous. You can't. Like I told my girlfriend, I said, you know what that is? She said, that's Madison Square Garden. You know, that's on my bucket list. Like, yeah, that's one of them places where you just you wish you were there for that moment. And if you can't be there, like Dre said, cut your surround sound up and get as close as you can to being there, which is what I did. But like Dale said, I think the Spurs youth has showed up in those first two games, just not really having it all at the end of the game, not being able to really put it together, turning the ball over late in the game. You can't have that when you're in an NBA Finals game. You kind of got to have a plan. That's what we have been seeing the Warriors be so good at as of lately. In late game situations, just kind of always having a calmer, whether it be Draymond Green, whether it be Stephen Curry, kind of getting the ball and calming everybody down, bringing it up court. The Spurs really kind of don't have that guy. De'Aaron Fox is a breaking neck, full speed type of guy. Stephon Castle can't ebb and flow with the game, but he's more of your John Morant type bouncer, got the springs in his legs and got the speed, kind of want to break net speed too. Devin Vassell is more of a shooter. Your Shin Penny is a shooter. They really don't have anybody that is really going to be that true point guard to take the ball and kind of calm the entire team and get them ready to go into whatever they need to go into, whether it be a different set, whatever it is. So I think that youth just showed up in those first two games, but and I think also Wemby, he just didn't play. If you want to be quite frank, the West is good, but he didn't play at Karl Anthony Towns in the Western Conference Finals. Chet Holmgren is nowhere near Karl Anthony Towns. Hartenstein is nowhere near the quality of a Karl Anthony Towns. So Wembanyama really didn't have any competition leading up to this Eastern Conference Finals. Not these the finals really outside of like Rudy Gobert, somebody that's kind of big that's willing to bang with him and kind of won a defensive player of the year. So I think this is him just kind of getting a dose of his own medicine. If Cat wouldn't have showed up and done this, we would have been having total different conversations about Cat and his future in the NBA and if he's really a cat or if he's really a dog. So, but in this case, he has. And like Charles Barkley and Chuck have said, and they don't make it quiet about it, they will call you out. Cat has played his butt off. He's outplayed Wemby. In order to win this series, Cat is going to have to outplay him in every game. He didn't outplay him last night, which is why the Knicks lost. The Knicks lost. He didn't do what he needed to do. So I think the series definitely does hinge on that. However, Wemby is young. So I don't think this is our first nor our last time seeing him in this situation. Like I said, y'all, and I hate to keep bringing it back to this. It just reminds me so much of Mahomes. It's just so different. You never seen it like somebody just blocking. He's going to get at least 3 blocks a game. He block you on one end, take it to the other end of the court, and it's a 2-step dunk. And it's a dunk that you just never it's the ball that's usually not dunked that's laid up. That he's just throwing in on people's head or like the catch over the head. The one that gets me is him pointing up to the rim, catching over his head and just dunking it. I think it was who was it? I want to say it was either Mitchell Robinson or it was I don't think it was Hardenstein. It was either Mitchell Robinson or it was Cat that he dunked on. I was like, oh my God, he just didn't even ask for the ball. He just caught a lob and dunked it. So I mean, outstanding for what I see from Wemby. So you can't really even slice it any other way. They just being outplayed on all different type of levels when it comes to the Knicks just playing better defense and being able to put it all together at the end of the games. And I think Wembanyama finally showed that he had an ability to do that. Not necessarily close, but just learn how to take the lead and kind of dominate the game from end to end, which is why the Spurs won. And I think they're going to need a lot more of that in order to win the series. But I do say that the Knicks, I think, what predicates them their winning is their defense. So they are like a true East Coast team, right? A lot of teams from the East Coast that you see, like the Novas, the UConns, the St. John's, a lot of those people that come from the East Coast, they predicate their game on defense, predicate their game on being able to take the ball away from the other team. And I think that's what the Knicks do. And that's why they've had so much success. They had an ability to lock the Spurs down essentially, and come up with some game-winning clutch turnovers. So I like what I've seen from the Knicks, but I don't think it's over for the Spurs yet. I think they can get I don't know if they get another one in MSG, but I think they're gonna go home and at least get 2, or get 1. So I think the series is going 7 for sure. I know I said the Spurs in 4, or Spurs in 5, but I think it goes 7. And yeah, I think MSG is gonna be rocking the whole time, at least until the Knicks try and eventually win the finals or try and close it out. But it's gonna be crazy. And yeah, winning.
Listen. Wemby ain't really had a good finals series so far, but he had a good game yesterday. But I mean, game 2 they lost by 1 point, and game 1 they lost by 10, and yesterday they won by 4. So Knicks ain't that better than the Spurs. So, but the thing is, my thing
in the series.
Yeah, only double digits. That's fine. That's game 1. That was game 1. Okay, that's cool. But at the same time, like I was yesterday, De'Aaron Fox, he ain't been that good. And I know Lonnie was pointing out about the whole. I think it was Lonnie or Dale. One of y'all was pointing out about the point guard, having a true point guard. And I think that De'Aaron Fox, no, he's not a true point guard. He's not a true legit point guard. But at the same time, I think his aggression down the stretch is what led them to that victory yesterday. And they're going to need that going forward. And I think they will get that going forward. Yeah, he's not going to give you the 25 or anything like that. And he's capable of doing it. But that 12 that he got yesterday down the stretch, that was definitely needed. But, I mean, they got Stephon Castle. Stephon Castle, he a hooper. But the key factor to me is Dylan Harper, the rookie. Dylan Harper, he's a problem. So
De'Aaron Fox want to poke a hole because De'Aaron Fox is a starter, right? They're having bench players come out dropping 18, everything like that. So it's like you're going to have to give us more production than that with Wemby. And you're going to have to really ramp it up when he's off on the bench as well, too. Like, when responding to y'all and even talking to y'all in the chat as well, too. When giving even the odds in the chat to let y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Look, what's going on? I honestly, I think the Spurs knew that they had OKC number. And they had pretty much the entire West. They got built to beat the West. Not saying they're not built to win this finals either, though. But New York, they're playing. They went into the playoffs, and really when they had that win streak, some streaks are just not meant to be halted. I know what you want.
You got
I know what you wish for.
That shit was luck.
What was luck?
That fucking streak.
Yeah, their closeout games was fucking being won
They
by
was
30.
good, bro. That was good, but like Trey said, they put
like,
an end to that shit yesterday.
Stop doing that, though. Don't minimize that. You don't want to minimize the team shit.
I'm not gonna minimize it. I'm not gonna minimize
it.
What they did was fucking outrageous. I ain't gonna lie. What the New York has been doing is outrageous. It definitely should be looked into, for sure. But I'm just saying, it's not. I don't think it was like if it was true, because that energy in that fucking building yesterday, ain't no way you should lose that game. You should be winning that game by 20. I'm just sorry. And that's why I think it might have been just a little bit too much. I think it was just. I think they might need to get one where it's just kind of regular. Like you said, the president there, they got all this security and
but
shit.
They ain't no excuse for them because the Spurs have to deal with the same thing. So I'm not gonna say that. And that's more for
like they said, they were
like
saying it before the game. Chuck and Shaq said it before the game. They liked home away games better because they didn't have a family. It wasn't no eating at it was like, I gotta be with my teammates. I gotta be here. We gotta eat breakfast together. We gotta eat dinner together. So it brought you closer together because it was like it's us against the world for real. Like we gotta get out of here. So I think that the Spurs benefited a little bit from that, especially in that situation, because the pressure is on the Knicks. All the pressure is on the Knicks. The president is here. It ain't been here in 50 years. You got fans that's mad outside that they can't have a watch party. People, it's gonna go up either way. You win or lose, they was gonna set the city on fire regardless. They just waiting. They waiting to explode. Like they said, the best thing the Spurs could have did is what they did: open the game up with a couple quick buckets, and it did get quiet as hell in there. But if they would have let the Knicks go on a 10-0 run, it would have got bad. It would have got super bad because it's just you playing with the crowd, the emotions. So like they did exactly what they have to do. They're gonna have to keep doing that in order to keep winning. But that's what's gonna be fun to see. Can he do it? Can he come out and put that cape on?
They need. I will say they need more help from Bridges. Bridges getting paid entirely too much money. I think Bridges. How many points did Bridges have yesterday?
I know. I had him for 12 in my parlay.
He messed up my parlay yesterday.
He didn't even hit 6
because he got foul trouble early, and then he got took it out, and he could never get in the rhythm.
Yeah, he had 2 points. He played 29 minutes with 2 points.
Yeah, that's out of pocket.
Yeah, they need more from Mikal Bridges for sure. Jalen Brunson, we know Jalen Brunson gonna do his thing. Cat, I think Cat had 11 points yesterday.
Yeah, he got silenced yesterday.
Yeah, he had 11 points yesterday. We're not gonna see. The thing is the Spurs will give Josh Hart 16 points.
Yep.
We know Josh Hart. Next game probably gonna have 3.
Exactly.
So, but they definitely Bridges played 29 minutes. Yeah, he had 4 fouls, but Cat had 4 fouls yesterday too. Jalen Brunson had 5.
Early foul trouble.
And Jalen Brunson had 32. But they need more from Bridges for
supporting
sure.
Supporting cast got to do more.
They stepped up in
any
the first
NBA championship. You gotta have that supporting cast. Like the Warriors was the best at that. Like getting it from everywhere. You can't just have one person scoring 50. Like you're just gonna take 10 here. Like Dale said, it's gonna take 20, and another probably 18 to get a good win in the finals. You're not gonna get it with those type of numbers. So
we ain't doing the regular season stuff no more. It's out of there. It's about just really going out there, playing good defense, scoring more points than the opposing team. I don't even care if it's 80, 78.
Listen, the entire Spurs starting five was in double figures yesterday.
Yeah, that's a win.
So that's a dub.
Yep. Well, anything else y'all got on that?
Spurs and 6.
I just want to bet on
Who
game.
we betting? I got the Spurs.
Are you trying to get your 50 back?
I got Spurs in 7, bro.
I got the Spurs. I got the Spurs in game 5.
You trying to get your 50 back?
I got game 5 when they play tomorrow.
Yes.
Or is that game 4?
That's game 4. Game 4 tomorrow.
Game 4
tomorrow. Yeah, game 4 tomorrow. I got the Spurs. The MSG.
Should we bet this 50 back? That's all I want to know.
We can run the 50 back, double or
They
nothing.
fuck around and lose it, man. I'm telling you right now, dude. Hey, because like they said it get weird in there, and I people kept saying that. Like I kept hearing Q Rich and them say that leading up to the game. They said if you don't score in New York in like the first 10, 20 minutes and they take the lead, they said it starts to get weird because they get anxious and they kind of get mad. Like
what state is the Buffalo Bills in?
Yeah.
They cursed.
The Giants won there.
How long ago?
Just a minute ago. If they curse, they're gonna be hot. They'd be hot at your ass talking about they curse.
Hey, they curse. Hey, I'm trying to tell you. What we doing, man? Before we go to this next topic, double or nothing, man.
Nah, not on this one. Not on this one. Maybe game 7. I do it again. The stakes need to be higher because, like, for real, I sold myself on Mahomes getting.
If it go to game 7, if it go to game 7, we'll double or nothing on that.
Yeah, I'll do that. Right. If we go to game 7, we'll double or nothing.
All right, bet.
See
Bet. So, all right, on to the next topic. As y'all can see, some degenerate gamblers. World Cup Showdown. So, with the World Cup kicking off on June 11th, featuring Mexico, South Africa, South Korea versus Chiesa, Canada versus Bosnia. Who do you like as a favorite to win it all this year in the World Cup? I know y'all really don't know nothing about.
Why did you even ask that?
I didn't even watch the game.
I do, but I mean, I'm just.
You don't
y'all want me to give y'all my favorites.
I'm going with France.
You going France? I like France. France is good. France. Why you say France?
Just because of how stacked they are. And then on top of that, they was they were runner up in 2022.
Yeah, they was. They got some of the best. They got one of the best players, Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah. And I think this might be their manager's last run too, as well too. So he might be retiring. So I think they go ahead and give my boy a whole World Cup trophy.
So
what you say? Hold on, you breaking up.
That's a question.
You said what?
Runner-up in 2023, 2024, 2025.
Who was runner-up?
He said France was runner-up in 2022, right? What happened in 2023, 2024, 2025? Basically, I'm calling out their bluff. They don't know what's going to happen.
What do you mean?
The World Cup only 4 years. Every 4 years.
But they play in between the games, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot can happen. All I'm saying is we're not keeping up. I'm not. I'm gonna stop talking for y'all.
Who your favorite? Who is your favorite? You give your favorite.
Shit, fuck with me. Me, I always go with the hometown.
Oh shit!
So no.
It's the United States.
I know.
I'm not going. All right, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. My favorite to win. Jay picked a good one, but I'm gonna go with Argentina. The people that won this last year. It's Messi's. They said this could be Messi's last. They said this could be Messi. Yep, I think they saying this could be Messi's last World Cup. Him and Cristiano Ronaldo. So basically, this would be their last ride. This would be the only one. They had enough to do it last year. Sent that country in a total frenzy. We never even got close. Like I was telling my girlfriend about it. Like that's not our first sport over here. We are the other teams that usually are. You know how in basketball we blowing people out by 50.
Yeah, we
We
do.
are the other teams now in basketball in this sport. They be beating up on us, and we lucky if we make it to like the second round. We kind of like Spain. Remember how we used to kind of play Spain? Like the Gasol brothers was kind of good. That's kind of us. So I'm not gonna put the U.S. to that strength yet, but I like Argentina to win it again. And if Argentina can't do it, I like who was I about to go with? Who's on the tip of my tongue? England. Yeah. Harry Kane.
You going for everybody that's in the Kansas City area?
No, not just everybody in the Kansas City area, but I just like their team. I mean, they got a lot of stars on it.
I'm not gonna be bougie. The reason why I said that because it was me. Because I was saying before I even said that, I was about to say Argentina because you said it won like 2022, and then you was like, England them over here. So I was like, maybe I just rock with the people who gonna be in Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? Anything come out of Kansas City, you're gonna be a champion. That's what I was on. I definitely agree because like regardless of what it is, I might not know about all the players, all the countries, everything playing. I know the game though. I know the skill, what it takes, and I know typically what culture and region of people were great at it. The motherfuckers over there. Central America, not Central America. Yeah. You Hispanic motherfuckers is cold. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all are cold. Y'all got facts in the back. And you got the best players that everybody consider each sport come to get. They Argentina as well too. They went. Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, I think it's set up for a good story. So I mean, when y'all hear me talk about it, just hear me talk about it as someone who is gonna enjoy just watching the highlights and some of the games there. I'm not watching that long as me. Y'all just running back and forth.
They just for work. They just told us we're getting like pay $25 to get in raffles to possibly win tickets to
do it.
the World Cup. Oh, I definitely did.
Yeah.
I definitely did it.
I was telling Dale it's a once in a lifetime thing, and this is for everybody, even the viewers.
I'll go live. I'll go there live for the like. I feel like some things you gotta go there for baseball.
Exactly.
That like. No, you gotta watch that live because if you're a sports fan, you're gonna enjoy the atmosphere and like once you know the concept. They gotta go over there and score. All right, that's what we room for that. Yeah, we doing it. So I got it. So I didn't want to cut out, but I'm saying like I'm a sports fan.
I don't watch soccer faithfully, but I know the basics. I know what's happening and everything like that on the field. So I would definitely go for the atmosphere. I did see them. They didn't make it's not even Arrowhead no more. They did covered up everything in Arrowhead.
Oh yeah, that's everywhere. You know
that? They covered up everything.
FIFA said they wasn't playing that. FIFA said take MetLife off of there. Take Allegiant. It can't be none of that. It is Las Vegas Stadium. It is New Jersey Stadium. It is Kansas City Stadium. But yeah, I just wanted to say, it's a once in a lifetime chance for everybody. If you can't get to the games because we know the tickets are astronomical prices, at least try and get to the Fan Fest, which is free. It's downtown. Take your kids and experience it. It's every 4 years, and I'm telling you right now, the United States will not have it again while we're alive. So just go while you can. You don't got to travel. If you are regional and you close, just go and take some pictures. If it's ain't nothing but 5 minutes, just to say, yeah, you was there and you did it. I'm a person that at least likes to do that and get my kids the experience. So they can say that.
And with us being the sponsor of it, we get like first dibs on everything. So
I forgot. Damn, it is Coca-Cola is sponsoring everything.
I'm taking advantage of everything.
Everything, for sure.
But I'm lucky, bro. Since you work with Coca-Cola, can y'all give us a free sponsorship that we can have and start monetizing?
See what's up, but
we'll see what's up. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna move on to the next topic. I know y'all don't really like talk too much soccer. That was different. I had to diversify it for y'all real quick. Red Raider escapes. On Monday, Pete Thamel reported that Brandon Swervesby, who the NCAA had ruled ineligible for betting on his own team while at the University of Indiana, has been reinstated by a private judge in Lubbock. The ruling overturns the NCAA's decision and makes Swervesby eligible to play in this upcoming college football season. Do you feel like this was the right call? And what message does this send to college athletes about betting on their own team and potentially getting away with it?
No, this was not the right call, and I'm not too fond of Texas right now anyway. After the results came out of a different situation, but judges and laws and everything like that in Texas are a little different. They kind of like run their own thing. I I will say this, and I hate to play the card. I hate to play the card.
Do it.
If this was one of us, if this was a star player, one of us, if this was a Cam Newton or whoever, anybody,
James Winston
any
at his
black
height in college.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jalen
black
Winston.
quarterback, Jaden Daniels, any of them quarterbacks, if this was them, this would have been it'd have been a totally different result. And I don't blame Big 12, SEC, and Big 10 teams boycotting to not play Big Texas Tech next season. I don't blame them. So I did see that Georgia has refused to play them. Big 12, the rest of the Big 12 is not playing them this year. They were boycotting to play them. Um, I just feel like he clearly has a gambling issue, and I don't know why he's even trying to play. Was he the starter? Was he a starter quarterback last year for them?
No, he was at Cincinnati.
So he's at Cincinnati and Texas Tech.
No, he was at Cincinnati last year. He played with them, Cyrus Allen and them. He was at
Okay,
Indiana. This happened when he was at the University of Indiana. He was a backup in Indiana. He wasn't playing. This is when this took place. But
yeah, man. I definitely. I don't think that he should be playing. Because he admitted to having a gambling addiction and everything like that. And yeah, I just feel like if this was anybody else, anybody of color, I feel like this would have been he would have been thrown under the. He probably would have went to jail, all types of stuff, man. So, but we know that privilege that privilege gets you a lot of passes, and on top of that, money. Some private judge. What private judge? I don't. What are we talking about here? There's a private judge that his family know that got some pull, and they want their kid to play football. And okay, this is gonna be what he not gonna start. And if he does start, he ain't gonna do nothing in the NFL. So I don't think he should play. But hey, whatever.
I mean, in this case, bro. I mean, the rules is the rules, right?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be if he can't play and if something that allows a ban and that's what they do. Shit, y'all not even getting Pete Rose his Hall of Fames or anything back. He's none of that. You know what I'm saying? And he has some skill, regardless of what he was betting on. It was skill to do that. I don't care. So I think what's fair, what it is, and you got what's going on, even in the NBA with what they had going on. With that, if you're setting a precedent, that's what it needs to be, right? And I get certain situations as well too. I always been someone one as well too who always felt like I think this is similar than to you like betting on yourself saying this. Now I will say this. I think it would be weird. And I feel like that's why they stop it across the board for not betting at all. Because let's be honest, if I was to say I'm in the league, Dale, you're going to throw for under 250 yards. I can get that because you can really control that.
Yeah.
You can control not doing something. Because if I'm trying to play at the best of my ability, right, I'm going to try to throw for over 270 or the line that y'all got me at.
see,
I'm
but
just saying.
just to clarify though, that's why it's so big. Sports betting. I don't know if
Yes.
y'all know that it's so big in sports, and that's why the punishment is so heavy is because of the integrity of the game.
Right.
You can
Yeah.
compromise the integrity of the game by betting on the sport that you play in. That's like us being able to bet on our work every day. How many trucks are you gonna have to move today? Like Dre, or in your case, how many cases do I gotta touch today? That's not.
Yep.
We have an unfair competitive advantage when it comes to gambling, which is why the penalty is so significant. But I
I
just want to
think
put
as
that
a
out
professional athlete, it's simply fair to just say, don't restrict them from betting in their stadiums if it's right there. Say if they do, y'all got a late game and they got a chance to go hit it before the end. You shouldn't bet on your sport. Okay, I can do that. I got you. I'm in it. I can slip in and try to put something myself with all. No. I'll leave it at that. Now, if I'm betting on NBA or anything like that, I got you. But then again, I feel like this is what they're trying to say as well too. With y'all being these athletes, y'all have access to these other athletes to know like if they are going to be on the off night.
Yeah, that was part of the issue with the NBA gambling with Damon Jones, and Damon Jones giving out information that LeBron James not going to play today and everything like that. So, yeah.
It sucks. So at this point, I think overall, and that will suck for us too, y'all. Well, not for us. We're fine. We don't got that type of thing. But if you are to work for, that's why gambling was really banned, bro. That's unfair. I ain't gonna lie.
It's not to cut you off or anything like that, but UFC, Dana White, he banned all his fighters. They cannot bet. They cannot. Yeah. Or they'll definitely, because it's been.
They can't bet at all?
I think it's sports betting in general, but they've got it to the point to where, like, if they get like a hit on certain fights about a fighter getting knocked out or a fighter whatever the case, winning by submission, if they get so many bets on that, Dana White get notified for that, and they'll pull the fight. They'll pull that fight card, that fight off. They'll pull that whole matchup off the damn card. That's how it is.
I mean,
fighters been doing that.
Is he getting charged for the? So how does the betting process? Do they get charged? Like, if this is getting ran through like your underdogs and stuff like that, how does it affect your business though?
It doesn't affect their business. It just affects the integrity
of the sport.
And
right?
That's the biggest thing. I think that's the biggest thing with this is just the integrity, right? It's not how does it mess with your whatever. It just like people already think that the game is scripted.
Now I just feel like they be lying about that, bro. I'm just gonna be real. Like this is business owners. You know what I mean?
What you mean? Lying about what?
You always trying to make $1, or something.
You are, but I'm saying as far as you don't want people to think your game is scripted. You don't want people to think that.
I respect that.
Like he's not playing for real because he got a parlay on the game. Look, he ain't even trying to throw the pass, bro. Because look, he's trying to hit his under tonight.
I feel that, but look at the NBA and the NFL though. Well, let's just say the NFL. They're still successful in getting these parts because we still want to watch it. I understand that we don't want it to be like WWE, but you still got grown people watching that. Like you just care about. At the end of the day, it's about damn. You are skilled at doing this though. Like regardless, bro, flipping out the ring like John Evans type. You flipping out the ring like bouncy. Like why you not in the league, bro? People still want to see that.
Yeah.
All right. You're not really getting tombstone, power drive. Okay. Yeah. You putting your legs in between. That's cool. Story. Acting is acting. Shit, they watch reality TV. That'd be fake.
I just feel like when it comes to this betting stuff, I feel like if they letting that slide with him, I feel like all that does is all these players is going to be like, okay, well, shit. He can do it. How come I can't do it? He admitted to doing it.
Yep.
He admitted to having a gambling problem. He's put into gambling rehab. So why is it that he can do it? And I know the NCAA like, well, we said he couldn't do it, but he went to another private judge or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, like, okay, so if that's gonna be the case, I'm gonna go to this private judge. Who this private judge you went to?
Facts.
And I feel like people like Chauncey Billups. You got Chauncey Billups in the NBA, the head coach of the Portland Trailblazers, who about to lose his money. He gonna lose it. He ain't been fired yet. He's still the head coach, but they still working out some stuff. And then you got Terry Rozier, who had to forfeit damn near $25 million of his salary, and because he was throwing games, he was supposed to
See,
score. Yeah,
but
go
this was
ahead.
just different, though. I think that was more of a gambling scheme. That
It
Chauncey
was a
Billups
gambling
said
ring. Yeah.
it was a gambling ring, which is like that's why they warranted a RICO. They got a real federal case. This is more just a kid betting on sports and having a real issue betting on games that he was not technically not a part of, but he was just a part of the team.
Mhm.
But like you said, either way, like Drake said, I think it's definitely a skin color issue here. It's not.
Subtopic: did gambling ruin sports? Now
Mm,
that is becoming this popular.
I don't think it ruins sports. It just showed how many people we don't have that can't control themselves. It just showed that how much non-self control even millionaires have. They just can't. Everybody wants more. Enough is never enough. So I mean, I
Yeah.
think it just showed that there's a lot more greed in the world, which is we already kind of knew. It was going to be some of these cases when the sports gambling came about. But I will say that, like I said, like Drake said, it's a skin color issue here. Ain't no way that they didn't give Trinidad Chambliss another year to go back to school, and he didn't want nothing but just to play another extra year. But a dude get caught gambling and spending money on an app, and he gonna get reinstated by like Drake said, a private judge in the same city that he's trying to play football in. So it's so coincidental and how it makes so much sense. But I like you said, I definitely don't think it should be. If like you said, Dale, if they set a precedent, you said you make Brandon Storms be the example, and unfortunately, if you got to be the example, you got to be a Pete Rose, which
Mhm.
means you can't play no more. That's just how it is. You're done forever, and unfortunately, you are the example. But I think it'll be appealed. I think they'll eventually probably make him ineligible, especially with all of the other athletic directors saying that they don't even want to play Texas Tech and talking about boycotting them. So I think that they'll eventually, just in the best interest of the school, they'll be like, we're just gonna go ahead and call it quits. But
I think it's
it's just
selfish of
something to
him
talk
to
about.
even want to play.
Well, yeah, but you know how much money you leaving on the table and shit. I mean, because
Somebody talk to him like, "Are you
yeah,
sure?"
yeah, like you
Yeah,
leaving
but
a
at the
lot of that
same,
money on the table.
yeah, he's
So
leaving a lot of money on the table, but at the same time, it's hurting his teammates to the point where who they gonna play next year?
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he got that's so. I mean, if are they denying him a chance of going to the NFL because you'll just have to be like,
Or he
yeah,
ain't gonna
No,
go to the
they said
NFL.
he could do a supplemental draft. They said that's what they said he was gonna do. Like it's a draft for them to be able to get in. He said it's not a Pete Demel said that it ain't been a lot of people drafted from the supplemental draft, but if you're ineligible, you can go into a supplemental draft. You still are eligible to be drafted in the NFL. It's just you got to go through a different process than what other people go through.
I mean, he was have to
So
prove himself outside with like it's definitely gonna be untraditional. We know he probably not gonna get to that part. I don't think he care about football enough for that. I think it's just having that opportunity to be able to do so. Somebody probably did say like, hey, yeah, just think like gambling not that serious.
it's not.
Because after the first couple of L's, like I thought I'd be a degenerate, but I'm really not. Like I bet between y'all though, you know what I'm saying? But like I really don't be going on the app all the time. Be like, yeah, 50, 20, yeah. I don't really care that much.
Yeah,
It's
it's
fun.
different.
So he a dual threat quarterback. I'm looking at his numbers.
Yeah, he was definitely he was good. You know, Texas Tech got that money.
Mhm.
I forgot his name, but Billy, I forgot his name, but he owns a lot of the oil company, Golden Oil Eagle Oil Company. If you look it up right now, biggest Texas Tech donor. He's the reason that Texas Tech had Bailey, which is Texas Tech. When have you ever known Texas Tech to have a top 3 pass rusher in the draft? But they went out and invested. He's avid sports. He's an advocate for college sports. He is trying to get programs to where they can get their softball programs back. He is also pushing a bill through Congress right now. They're trying to get control of the NIL and not be letting people transfer a whole bunch of times. So I forgot his name. It's Billy something. I forgot his name, but him and Pat, Pat got some money too. They all got that
Mhm.
money down there in Texas Tech, and they all putting it together to try and build something great. That's what having the right alum will do for your school. You can end up making something great down there. But yeah, it's just unfortunate situation. But yeah, the kids shouldn't play for sure. Anything y'all else I got to say about
Nah.
Swearsby? All right, last topic. You know we got to check in with the boys. Hometown check-in. The Chiefs made it official on Monday, signing their the first two draft picks, Peter Woods and Mansoor Delane. The rookie deal to their rookie deals. Delane secured a $41 million fully guaranteed contract, while Peter Woods locked up an $18 million fully guaranteed contract. Kansas City wasn't done yet. Later that day, the Chiefs signed L'Jarius Sneed to a 1-year, $5 million deal. What do you think of the Chiefs' moves, which we already kind of knew they were eventually going to have to sign the rookies anyway? And what do you believe L'Jarius Sneed still has left in the tank?
I need to do more research as to why Delane, after signing his deal yesterday, why he was in a helmet today and he was practicing off to the side. What's the issue there? I think I gotta figure that out. There.
Stop doing all that, bro. Stop, bro.
Already?
Stop,
bro.
We
not. Why wasn't he in the helmet today? Why everybody else in the helmet? It's mandatory. Why wasn't he in the helmet today?
Bro, it's no. I don't know.
Here we go. Here we go with these excuses already, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. No,
Did they have an injury report?
I don't know.
Was he on the injury report?
Excuses. I don't know. I said I gotta do my homework. I gotta see what's. I gotta
Look,
see
I'll tell them right now. Hey, Dre, get out my business, bro. Shit, I'm chilling today.
Bro, you just signed a $41 million contract, and it's a red flag. You already sitting your ass over here on the sideline with no helmet. The next day, mandatory minicamp. You're a rookie. I don't want to hear it. Like I said, but they both got the bag. As far as the L'Jarius Sneed goes, we knew Spags needed somebody who was familiar with his system, a veteran, to at least run it to help run it. Because with the high turnover that we had in our secondary, no Joshua Williams, no Brian Cook, no Justin Watson, no McDuffie,
no Najee Johnson,
yeah. So
Brian Cook.
Bro, yeah, all them. So a whole turnover. So you need somebody familiar with that system, and it was an easy signing. We knew that once he was in Kansas City, he wasn't leaving Kansas City to go sign anywhere else. And all that also tells me is obviously before they gave him that deal, they had to test his, put him through a physical. That means his knees are good enough to where they wanted to give him a 1-year, $5 million deal. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of incentives. As far as you got to play a certain amount of games and everything like. Yeah. So, but I think that he'll probably get that this upcoming season. I think he'll probably get a lot of playing. So the thing is with him and Christian Fulton. A lot of people were, and I was against that signing from jump. So they'll know that. So from the group, and they was like, "What is it? Because he getting burnt? You see him getting burnt?" Nah, the nigga ass, bro. I'm sorry.
He was getting burnt though. I mean, that's part of being ass too, I guess.
He $13 million in dead cap if they cut him, though. So you better like him. You gonna have to figure out a way to like him.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, with this signing, I mean they kind of say the Chiefs are kind of strapped for cash, but I think that if they want to do one or two more signings, they're gonna have to restructure a couple deals. Maybe Creed, maybe Trey Smith. They always restructure in 1-5. So I don't know. I don't think that they're done. I think they need another pass rusher, and I think they need another wide receiver. And I think that so probably the next couple of weeks we'll probably see Creed Humphrey or Trey Smith or both of them restructuring deals. Maybe Pat too, if he can restructure his deal, because Pat been restructuring his deal damn near every summer. That's his damn point.
He just getting his money up front.
Yeah, I know he just getting it up front. Yeah, so yeah, that's all it is. But other than that, I don't have no issue with that. And then why the hell is Wanye Morris asking for trades?
Get the fuck on. That's another topic for another day. This nigga can't even
It's
start.
It's not a topic for them. He's not that important for another topic.
It's hometown check-in, baby. It's hometown check-in, and YA, you ain't gotta ask no trade. You can get your ass out here now. Don't worry about
We don't
going
even
up the
gotta
same
trade.
show. None of that.
Fuck getting the trade. We just cut you. They not
That's what I'm
giving
saying.
us shit for you. Shit.
What is the value of YA Morris?
We'll take a 20, 30, or 1 7th round pick.
Oh my fucking goodness. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, when we get the new stadium, yeah, that 7th round pick gonna come. Be
Mr.
Mr.
YA
Irrelevant.
Morris pick.
Mr.
You remember
Irrelevant.
we traded You remember we traded YA?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Traded
7
that to the
years
Browns
later,
or
though.
something.
It's crazy to see.
That is crazy. But yeah, I don't have enough to say. I like the signing. I don't have no issues with the signings. It's just it's a little red flag alert with Mansoor. Day one of signing that contract. Your ass off to the side, practicing by your damn self. All right, that's all I'm gonna say.
This what they said that he got it.
Yeah, all right.
He
He don't
got
need
it.
to practice,
'Cause
huh?
He's him already. 40. Look, 40. Hey, let me tell you something.
We gonna come back to this damn podcast. We're gonna he don't need to practice none of that.
Look.
We
Oh, you hold on. You think I'm saying it
it?
for? You think I'm saying it for fun? He got 41 mil. He's something. Hey, you gotta be. This one, I'm not the businessman for working for y'all. Y'all gotta prove to me. You know, I ain't gotta prove to you. Y'all gotta prove to me. So I could be wrong all I want. I'm gonna have to do something because I'm a fan. That's all I'm saying. I'm not. Hey, but I'm a fan that's gonna be real. Like, yeah, I get it. But I mean, I wasn't really tripping too much about it because they didn't even give us more detail. Like, why is he off to the side? Because usually they had that information. So it was something. It could be just really something small to where they like just chill for a little bit. But I mean, throughout the did they say was it going for the entire practice? Like we didn't get insight into that as much. I mean, I'm just saying they said to start off. What happened in the middle? What happened at the end? We don't know. So I'm not gonna. I get it. Like I get it. That's why they send out these little videos though for us. You know, to really just speculate and have fun and just poke fun. He's like, what he doing? But signing wise, I mean, that's what these fully guaranteed contracts as well too. That was something that was part of an agreement like a while back, where they made sure these rookies come in and make sure they get those. So for them to get it on their end, it's definitely tiers for that due to like where they were drafted at, and everything like that. So with him being in that top 10 pick, he was gonna be in that upper echelon of that type of money anyway. So I kind of already get it. I see it. But Peter Woods as well, and I think they said something about his contract where he was one of the guys, like as I think even in the interior, getting one of the biggest deals for them as well too. So they must be seeing something in him where he might be playing at a high level, playing next to Chris Jones, and they feel like they can get a lot out of him as well too. That's why even a vet pickup with a pass rusher will be very important because they'll be able to do something with that. George is just somebody that you can't rely on him to be the guy for you. You need to get him someone opposite of him that's going to garner that attention because he's a motor player. That's why the type of deal that he got for his contract, even though it looks ugly for now because he was the first one we even saw before Trimmy Duffy, it's like we'd rather give him that before we did Trimmy Duffy. We'd rather give Trimmy Duffy that before George, right? But at the same time, it's like them type of guys get it because of like the effort and like the type of play, the style of play that they have. So you can have something there with the defensive line. They just need to ask somebody else. The Sneed signing. Everybody really just worried about like saying like he come back his corner, he gonna do all this, all that. We do got Noah Williams that I think they want to really see on the opposite side, and then you got in some guys as well too, that are going to be some good nickelbacks that got from Miami, and then also you forget that safety wise we do got Aloha Gilman as well too, but Sneed as the other safety. That's what he was doing in college over at Louisiana Tech. He's getting older. He's getting behind that, like coming back into the fold and everything like that. This is something that's a possibility where we was like, who is going to be the other safety? Who is going to come in and fill that Brian Cook role that even though we thought well of him, but we probably didn't think of him high enough. Sneed at what we saw you lock down in that 2023 season, we know you will be capable of holding your own even at safety. And even if you come down and have to play the nickel at times, we know you're gonna be able to cover your own. That's putting him back where he kind of was. That's where he put him back where we saw he really do the best. For real. Let the young guys cook. I'm in here helping y'all and making y'all better. Yeah, I had me my All-Star season. That's how I got me a bag, got traded.
Yep.
Now I'm helping y'all. I'm still skilled. And he happy to be back as well too. And I think he didn't want to leave the building. I think he knew, especially when they released him as well. They were still they owed him some of that particular salary that he had. So he's good on that end. So getting a vet man at that point, it was just doing him justice. And then coming back to a team, regardless of, you can say we were 6-11 last year, right? You won 2 Super Bowl with us, like with the condition they're in, especially with the level of the coaches that we have and the ones that we brought in as well too. They're all about they're very particular, very key to detail, making sure you're on top of that. You're going back to a team that's just going to try to getting back to the success that they had before. And with the run that we had, it was eventually going to happen. So, when you look at it, this was a Bill Belichick special as well too. It was.
Facts.
Yeah. Trade you, get some picks out of you. They release you because we know that we knew
We got over.
y'all, your needs wasn't worth that much.
Exactly.
But you raw. But yeah, let's go ahead and finesse. And I think he was a part of the scheme too. Go over there, do what I want. They gonna release me. They gonna have to give me some though when they do it. I'm gonna just come on back. He wasn't thinking that completely, y'all, but at a certain time, he was like,
We're in Tennessee.
yeah, y'all suck. I don't care. I don't care. Just let me go so I can go back. I'm sorry. I got my money though. But can I come back and play? It's facts.
I'm glad he was cleared of that incident or whatever that they was talking about that he was in, the legal stuff that he was in. I'm glad he was cleared of that though.
Yeah, he got that done, so that's good. So he coming back on a clean slate. But I think that's what it is on that. I think what we saw with that, he basically, with your question, he has enough left in the tank. It's just not gonna be at the level that I think it'll be at a level that people are not expecting. Because I think he's gonna be in a role that we're not expecting.
Yeah.
He's gonna be that nickel cornerback.
He's gonna be nickel
probably
safety.
Yeah,
nickel safety. He's gonna be that because think about our scheme as well too. A lot of times, depending on what it is, sometimes they be having a guy in the far back like a Brian Cook or whatever like that. Aloha Gilman is good for that.
Yep.
He's good for that. He's a floater. And he holds a lot of ball.
I see it looking like a lot of like Tyrann Mathieu, right? When we really wanted him back after we had kind of like already moved on, even though Tyrann Mathieu had already his knees and he had just lost a step. I don't see the same with L'Jarius Sneed. Even when he had the knee issues here in Kansas City, he was able to still figure it out. I don't know what they did. It was shutting him down, putting him up, shutting him. I don't know what system they had, but it worked for them. And he had a hell of a season with all the knee injuries, not giving up any touchdowns. So whatever the science is, it works. And they got it figured out, the recipe figured out in Kansas City to make this guy a high-level player, get his game at a top level. And like you said, I think it has a lot to do with knowing the system. He brung Trent McDuffie, Brian Cook. All of those guys got paid because of L'Jarius Sneed. Without L'Jarius Sneed, they would have been guarding number one all over the place. L'Jarius Sneed made their job a ton easier. So he's just here to do the same thing for these guys. He's going to usher you in. He's going to probably give you the sauce just like he gave him. It's going to be on y'all to pick it up. But he definitely has a role on this team. I don't know what it is. Unfortunately, that does mean Christian Fulton probably will not see the field again in the Chiefs jersey and probably will be
Thank God.
But L'Jarius Sneed definitely gets a role. I don't know what it looks like. And he's coming back with a vengeance for sure. In Kansas City. I don't know if he lost a step or not, but I'm just telling you, with him knowing the system, even with him losing a step, I feel like him blitzing, like you said, bringing him down into the box and playing nickel. L'Jarius Sneed separated himself. He was Trent McDuffie before Trent McDuffie. Let's not get this misconstrued. Okay?
They tackle. He's
not tackle. I think he really is the one to put it in Tom Brady when he hit him in the shoulder and like flipped him in Tampa Bay. I was like, damn, I ain't never seen Tom Brady just get decleated ever. And it was like a L'Jarius Sneed slide blitz, of course. So I think he brings another element to this defense that these young guys really can copycat and learn from. So I like him to play and empty the tank. I don't know what's left in it, but he's gonna empty it here.
I definitely think that if his knees are some of a concern, I don't see him practicing a lot this upcoming season. I don't see him like they want to use him for games. But obviously they got to get him in game shape. So he probably gonna have the hell of
He's going to work training camp.
he
Training
gonna
camp,
work training
everybody
camp
get
for
it.
sure. Oh
You
yeah,
get
for
it.
sure. He
But I can
working
see
training
what Dre
camp.
saying. I can see what Dre saying though, because they did something like that kind of when he was here. Remember the
Yeah,
last time he was kind of like up and
Yeah,
down. He wouldn't
he was
practice
going
for
off to the
real. He
side
was
himself.
yeah,
yeah.
but he was cold still though. Like some players can do that and still like when it was time for him to lock in. Do you see what he did to Tyreek? Tyreek Hill was having a crazy year. He was going crazy against
Yeah.
everybody, and it was like
We
and
not
he's a
to
perfect
cut you off.
example.
We definitely we gonna need a dog like that going up against guys like Jamar Chase. Not yeah, Chase. With Cincinnati, we know Chase. He hates Kansas City DBs all day. So and L'Jarius Sneed being back, I think we kind of need that. But we already know who our 1-2 DBs are going into the season. I just seen that Noah Williams had a hell of a day. Granted, it's mini camp and stuff like that, but I'm definitely high on Noah Williams this upcoming season.
He about to get
But
to work with him.
yeah,
Like, actually, Snead coming back is probably about to do wonders for him.
Dude,
yeah,
he's doing wonders for a lot of them.
Yeah, we talking about Mansoor. I think Mansoor is gonna be one like he's gonna like I y'all think I'm playing. He's gonna come in on a higher level than Trent, bro. He was drafted higher for like
He
I
has
think
to.
I get what you're saying. He
he ain't got
reached
no
on that,
choice.
but I think like
Yeah.
he was for sure top 10, top 8. Like but Duffy was in 21. Just remember, and
That's true.
Duffy's great too, but we saw his weaknesses. I think with him, and I'm seeing his body type out there. Like you can see the same, but it's how it looks though, how you carry it as well.
That's true.
I feel like he's solid. Not gonna lie. I think it's somewhere he holds his own, and I don't. And his history in college, like, what is his injury history? Like, that's why I need to remember. I don't think he
I don't want to
was.
hear that. I don't want to
I
hear
don't
that.
know. No, I want to know.
He'll be a,
That is support. I mean,
because
we want to hear it when
because
it's out there.
we said the same thing about Xavier Worth and his injury history coming in the NFL. He didn't have no
I think
injury
he actually
history in
had a
Texas.
history though.
Who they said Xavier Worth
nah,
didn't
he
have
didn't. He
injury
was
history.
cool. He was cool
He
in
was cool.
college.
But then when we got to
He had
the
certain
NFL,
injuries that were, but yeah, some, but then again, they said his body type wasn't built
we
for
already
it.
yeah
We
we already
don't
knew
never.
that.
We won't really know.
You hear OG saying in the chat all the time. He need to get
Yeah,
bulk up some weight. Now he bulking up. What he doing though this all season? He bulked up on some weight though. Like it's like, yeah, I can't be really bony like that. Like the speed is important. Like that's really when you look at Rick, what separated him from it. He was a 4.25 guy.
But he
He
had
got to
1% body
4.21.
fat. Reek was a fucking freak.
He was a freak, but he was ripped and he can take hits, and he was fine. Like he played more games than he was actually injured. Like that. Honestly, when he got to Miami, they just ran him
Overused
to the
him.
ground.
Yeah. He
Like,
should have stayed with
that's
Andy Reid, and
that's
then
what
he
he
would have his
wanted
career would have
though.
been way longer.
that's what he wanted, though.
He did want it. He did want that. But he
I
he
think
didn't
he
do
really
himself
just
no
wanted to get
favors with
17.
that.
I think he wanted Trav to take the back seat, low key. Like, bro, just chill. You're a tight end.
Well, shit, he could have took the
No,
back seat. I think he would have.
Pat love me. I'm open. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do too, but shit, niggas start doubling you. They scared of you. So, like, I'm sorry. Like, what can we do?
Yeah, yeah. But we know that's gonna be back here. That's gonna be back here in the fall too. So
Here we go. Well,
But before we wrap, like, when you think about it, I do want to read. But with the potential of what's going on right now, do we just not go get a for sure 1,000-yard guy, or are you just? I get it. Stephon Diggs.
I think Nate Taylor said that they're not even looking at Stephon.
no, they waiting on Tyreek Hill. I think they
Yeah.
really think that Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy stuff was coaching, and I think we gotta believe them until they show us otherwise.
You think it was
see? They think it's coaching. I think they think it's coaching. I think they don't think.
And
I don't think
agree.
it's a talent. I don't
to
think
an
it's a
extent.
talent gap. I don't think
I
they think
agree
it's a
to an
talent gap.
extent.
I think they think it's just coaching. Like if we coach these guys up, they have the talent to be number one wide receivers. So we're gonna see.
I mean, you
I
look at
do.
Shadow
I
Smith.
am liking. I'm liking what I'm seeing from that new wide receivers coach though. He be on him like EB be on the offense.
Shadow Shea is no joke. He really like particular with the cuts, particular with getting out of your break and everything like that. It's like that's what they need because what Xavier Worthy's gonna have to understand. Speed is great in the NFL. It's really for flash, it's really just to talk about within the game and just what they can mention. And when they were saying like he was fast, no, Reek change of direction is otherworldly different.
Yes, otherworldly for sure.
His stop and go. That's what separates him.
You would
Because
never
the
see
speed is there. For you to be able to like kind of make your body like just be able to do some things like that era.
He's just a damn athlete.
1400 with the Chiefs look way better. I swear to God.
He was 1% body fat too. Y'all know usually you can't even stop and jump cut on a dime without tearing your ACLs. So like he was just a natural athletic freak. I don't think we will ever see somebody. He was a 1%er. He's a 1% of the 1%. Like you will never see somebody stop on a dime at 185. Like you can't do that just because your needs don't allow it to. So the fact that he was able to do some of the stuff he did, it just shows how athletic and freakish he was. But
that track and field came in handy, boy, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Mm-hmm.
But
and then watching them play, then watching them hoop too. Yeah, he booming and stuff. Yeah,
he was a freak. But Pat was a freak too. Like a lot of the people on the Chiefs team, they was athletic, two-sport athletes, really just can do everything. They're the guy that you hated when you was in high school. Like,
yeah,
really you, bro. Like
you dominating both. You dominating basketball, football, and baseball.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta sit down somewhere.
But
bro.
before you close it out, this is all I'll say. I'm gonna leave it off like this. Talent is always good. It's very important. That's what we always what we need to feed into. Don't never let us go into the position we was fucking in again with having guys like forgot bro name. That's why
MBS.
Connor Embry. No, I'm not even caring about that. I don't care. We made Kadarius Toney and Scott Moore champions. I'm not caring. Don't have guys like that at coach again, bro.
Yeah,
we look. Yeah, but we also an injury away in that wide receiver room.
We need to add. No, for sure. We need we need to add. We need to add for sure. Cause I want to see what the Cyrus Allen and them is doing. But I miss having a room where it was like Sammy, Reed, D-Rob, Pringle. The tight end that Travis Kelce, but your fifth wide receiver, who we had that was pretty. I ain't worried about a Garrett D.
Then you had a running back, Kareem Hunt, who could catch out the backfield too.
Yeah, we got K9 now though. That's why I said we gonna see what's up.
They doing it slightly.
We ain't seen them with a back. We ain't seen the Chiefs with a back since Kareem. So we gonna see what this looks like. This should be totally different. If the Chiefs got even 5 yards of carry,
dog. You know how I know we're about to wrap it up, but I just thinking about it with Kenneth Walker in the backfield, and you know how defenses play 2 high safeties against the Chiefs. They got to come out of that.
Oh, they gonna run their ass right up out of that.
Pat Mahomes sitting there, no 2 high safety. Oh,
his bombs over Baghdad.
And Kenneth,
that's why you got to get Green back.
But Kenneth gotta eat the first part of the season. I'm telling you, it's gonna be.
He gonna have to.
Look, Pat can really throw on a leg he on right now when he won't. They gotta chill right now. We gotta get him out of that though.
You got to.
I need 1-on-1 back. I can hit for real worthy. I can hit you, bro. Like I'm gonna tell you what I did. I'm gonna be honest, because Pat arm is really stupid strong, and that's where I don't think people understand too. Like his really is like it can be Josh. I'm not gonna cap. He's not. Josh got the accuracy with it, and he got that float on it. Pat know how to really. He'll really like he'll really throw that. It's like a straight like nah. You gotta put some sauce on it. He gonna have to start hitting. Hey, Worthy, when you burn him, and put a little bit under it. Learn how to control your speed.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's what
because it's a thing.
Rick,
he was sending to the end zone. Rick was going.
Yeah, Rick was catching that shit.
I don't. Yo, 4-2-1, cool. I don't know if it's that real.
Bro, He hit Tyreek on a 10-yard slant. He cribbing that, bro.
Yeah, he was just
We
different.
missed that. We missed that.
And it was like
They
a
missed
car, just it's like really revving,
They,
like
yeah, they missed that,
like
dog.
it was different.
It's all
But
right.
And the jet sweeps,
you know what it is.
etc.
We'll get back to it. We're gonna get it back. Rick will be back home here shortly. Y'all don't trip.
But just don't get too happy. I mean, it's gonna be an injury too. So
Yeah, it is. Something gonna happen. You can't. That's unavoidable. It's the NFL.
nostalgia.
But that's it for today's show. We had a good time. Y'all know like we like to do. Talk to some good sports. Talk sports. Run through some different topics. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead. Like I said, tell a friend. Tell a friend. Triple coverage is back in. Y'all see all our taglines down there. Dre at Scoops Gotcha, Lonnie at Lano, Dale at Dale Fowler on all social media platforms.
Mine's changed, by the way, y'all. Daily Dale report.
Oh, Daily
I'm
Dale
gonna have to
report.
update
Okay,
it.
well, yeah, he gonna have to update it. But yeah, that's it for today. Make sure y'all tap in with us. Like I said, make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button, hit the notification bell so y'all get notifications every time we drop something. And we catch you on the next episode. All facts, no fluff. I know how we like to do it.
Sure.